Do not start a brand in 2024 if you cannot understand that it's not about marketing, that it's not about the TikTok page, and it's not about your fancy influencers. It's about simply one thing that changes everything for your brand, and that is a unique sales proposition and feeling. And in fact, what you want to do is just scratch out the unique sales proposition and just replace it for the feeling. How does the brand make you feel? And so today, this is the website that we're looking at. It's Porsche is one of the best car brands out there. And by looking at their website, you can tell right away that they don't need to do much. I've broken down marketing strategy in the past and copywriting. And when you're starting a brand, it's never about copywriting. It's never about introductions and text-based branding. It's more about how do you sell the visual? And does that visual have something to do with a specific feeling? And so if we're going through this entire website right now, the big thing that I see is a representation of wins, right? And so rather than seeing something like a funnel, or rather than seeing, hey, do this or do that, you know right away from viewing this website, and it's not just because it's Porsche, it's because it's a good brand, because you sell a feeling, and because you sell high class, luxury, speed, convenience, the upper echelon type of view, something that many can't afford but would like to afford. You don't need to sell anything, right? And so the price ranges 70 to 120 grand easy per car. And if you look at it, you have this idea of like, okay, this is very, like, you're probably very displaced from, oh, I understand that Porsche is a brand, but they're a brand so far away from where I want to start my brand. No, that's not true. Where you want to start your brand is with visuals, because the only way that you can start a good brand is by understanding that the only thing separating any product line is the simple fact that that a certain product is matched with a specific feeling, right? So Hyundai could come out with, Toyota could come out with a Porsche model, and they have in the Lexus as far as luxury, but it won't give you the same feeling. And so building a brand and marketing that is two different things. However, you're going to need to, when you start a brand in 2024, keep in mind that media is everything. So how you start doesn't need to be how you finish, but you do have to keep in mind that the messaging that lays beyond just the text, just the copywriting, goes much further with conversions than anything else. And if you see, when you have a good product, I'm going to click on a few things here. So when you have a good product like the Porsche, you don't have to sell anything. All you have to do is simply state what the product is, what the specs are for that product, and people will purchase it no matter what the price is. And you could do this with a watch brand. You could do this with a simple clothing brand. You could do this with literally anything that you do. But the focus that you need to keep is that it's never about the actual product itself and what it does. Don't get stuck on selling the product, but sell the feeling of that product. And when somebody orders it, when they know that it is quality and that it actually helps their life, or if you're simply doing something like a clothing brand, make sure that at least it's comfortable, at least it delivers on the image itself. And literally that is how you make $1 million brands today, is simply by keeping to the media and sticking to the brand message throughout the entire website. For a brand, you don't need big, opt-in pages and huge headlines and huge salesy copy. All you need is to represent the time-tested truth that is behind your brand, whether it's day one or day 1 million. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, when somebody looks at your page and somebody tests your product, it's all about the feeling it gives them. And does that feeling match with the pictures and the videos that they're seeing represented by the influencer, represented by the collaboration you work with or the review YouTube channel that you're working with. All of these things boil down to the feeling. And that's all you need to worry about in 2024 is making sure that your brand stands apart with the media and with the actual quality of the product. Go an extra 10 miles with product quality and media, and you can sell your product 10 times better than anybody else in the market. And that's something that I'd be willing to stand by. I'd also be willing to show you guys exactly how you can do that. And I'm not going to go too far into breaking down anything more about this brand, but if you would see Rolex, for example, is another brand that I'd like to share with you guys. The same thing is depicted on every single high luxury brand and every good product that you see, even if it's not luxury, right? When is the last time you saw a good brand that actually sells you on anything? You don't really read any of the text. It's only what the product does and how good that product is. You don't need to see anything other than the media, and you already know that the product will sell well. So that should tell you guys where to go from here, where to start if you want to sell any product in the market today, whether it's on Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, e-commerce, TikTok, anything like that. If you guys need any help or any guidance, I will drop a guide in the comments below. If you guys got any value from this video or have any questions, please leave a comment below and click the subscribe and like. Thanks, guys. Peace.